Yo, what is up? My name is Retro Pat. Welcome back to my Dungeon Defenders series. This is episode 144, and we are in the middle of a very intense challenge. One that could end any second. This crystal is about half HP. I'm at wave 11 out of 30 on my first ever attempt on Arcane Laboratory Nightmare Hardcore Survival. Getting to wave 30 would give me a pretty insane pet. I think it's something like a skeleton on a treadmill or something ridiculous. Some sort of treadmill pet that I would love to one day see, but I don't know if I quite have the skills required for it yet, and I don't know if I have the stats, but I'm trying my absolute best. These harbingers, yep, exactly. There's these guys with their cloaks, and they kind of do a disgusting amount of lightning damage to me just for being in their general vicinity. Even something like my barbarian, which is specifically trained up and given a ton of HP to live these sorts of onslaughts and attacks, is still just getting absolutely shredded by these guys. It's not a good time. It's a very tough map, but whenever there is a tough challenge, there's always a good reward. So let's try our best and jump into it today. My build has been pretty intense. I put a lot of time into it. A lot of time into making sure all of the spacing and such is perfect. Not everything is ideal. There's definitely things I could do better, like possibly placing back my lightning towers to be in safer positions, but I want to try to do this the best I can my way. So let's go ahead and pop heals on everything, get everything ready the best I can, put my other characters that are sitting on the map in a safer position, and then just go ahead and jump into this wave. 144 pieces of mythical gear are on the ground, so when I jump into this next wave, there should be a fair bit of mana gained as well. But just most importantly, welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Defenders content still being played in the year 2024. If you like this style of video and want to see more, liking the video and subscribing is greatly important. I know YouTubers say it all the time, but it really does help with the algorithm, especially with a smaller channel like mine. So if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. If you want to dislike and comment that I'm stinky, you know what? Hey, you could also do that as well. It's a free platform. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's press Control G, jump into this wave 11. Last wave, there was a difficulty spike increase. I have to watch these sections, these doors, in case a harbinger spawns, because if a harbinger spawns, I just have to get out of here because I actually cannot beat them in the 1v1. Like, it's actually way too powerful, but it's difficult because I want to smack around these minions. Those kobolds might actually do too much damage to me as well. I kind of want to stay away from them as much as possible there. Let's smack around, get as much mana. I want to get as many hits in as possible to get as much mana to help level up my minions. With my barbarian having the genie, it really does help a ton. The more damage I do, the more DPS I do, the more mana I get, which is really significant. I have a lot more level ups to get on all of these towers. I need more mana. I need more resources, but it can't come at the cost of a dead hero. That's just not going to fly. It's not worth it at that trade. There's a harbinger over there. As you can see, I lost around 40,000 HP. 1/4 of my HP just in the seconds that it took me to realize that there was one off in the distance, and then taking the proper steps to position away from him. Thankfully, my mage or my shaman summoner builds are helping me out a fair bit here. We're going to hop in here, get some damage off, get some mana, get up to around max mana, and then come over and pump it into, honestly, whatever is in my nearest vicinity. There's a Jinn up here getting a lot of upgrades onto some of these guys. I'm going to upgrade some of my stances on my barbarian. The crystal is under attack, though. I'm going to position back over here to help situate that, get that taken care of. Getting these shamans sliced through whenever possible is super important. They're honestly getting so much work in against me. It is tough. Getting an upgrade there on the mage minion. Is there a harbinger over there? Yes, there is. I want to get out of there. I want to put on tornado stance so I can have a further and faster jump just to be able to reposition against the harbinger. They're so deadly to me. Speaking of tornado stance, no, something is doing too much damage. It's the ogre doing too much damage to the crystal. I'm going to have to move this. Oh, I'm going to have to move this archer because they're getting too much damage off against this crystal just based off of cleave damage. I've got to do something. This has to be fixed. This lightning tower is also taking a fair bit of damage from the harbinger, but I should be able to get a heal off on it right there. Yeah, to go ahead, but I literally cannot go. I'm pretty sure I can't go fight this guy. I'm pretty sure if I do, I'll die, but let's go try for a sec and then get out with tornado. I can't even get out in time. Like, it's just too... That is just insanity. It is insanity. I don't know what type of character is supposed to be able to take him on. That is unbelievable to me. Some things in Dungeon Defenders just feel downright impossible, and it's so crazy. It's honestly, it's demotivating at times, but that's part of the game. It should be tough. It should be so difficult to where it feels hopeless. Sometimes it should be like that, and that's okay. I am currently moving my little archer minions on my summoner because these guys do seem to be... I want them to be in the aura stack range here if possible, but the ogres are just getting cleave damage, and that's just going to cause me to lose. So it's a matter of, okay, do I just simply lose? Or do I open myself up to possibly my archers dying? You know, it's either archers die or the crystal dies. I guess what I could do here, to be fair, is actually maybe like move one of my archer minions just for a split sec to go take care of. Here, what if I actually go into Overlord? Oh, phase shift Overlord can't be utilized on non-primary character. I never knew that. Okay, interesting. Good to know for now, I guess. So I can't really as easily move one archer quickly over to take care of him. What if I go grab one from over here, possibly? Okay, he just... Eventually, if the minion sits there long enough, he will actually just despawn. So that's the strat, I guess, but it just takes a while, unfortunately. Alrighty, we do get a level up over here on our mage. I've been pumping everything into AoE, honestly, so I'm going to continue to do that, I think. Pump this full level up into AoE. I think having that range on this map specifically has been really, 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 really important. God, we are coming up on spooky time. I almost want to store this because of how amazing that white looks. That white pumpkin on the gold and yellow here with the orange innards. Oh, that is actually so beautiful, but it's just not powerful, but it's a cool weapon. All right, this is going to be super interesting. Running into wave 12 out of 30 here. This crystal is losing tons of HP, losing tons of steam. And you know what? Maybe if I were to jump back into this wave or into this map with the knowledge that I have, and I can also jump back in. The beauty of playing on the PC port is that you can just jump back into the last wave that you were at. So I'm going to put on Siphon Stance here. I actually could jump back in. I could jump straight back in at wave 12 and get all the mana and be able to essentially pick up from where I left off. That's like the beauty of survival on the PC port. Like, if you ever grew up playing on console, which I feel like a lot of us who played Dungeon Defenders did, it was a nightmare losing survival and then having to spend, you know, hours and hours gaining back that progress, just getting back to the wave you were at previously to even see if you could possibly win. Is that going to be the end of my map attempt already? Surely not. Please, Ogre, stay just out of the distance. An Eternia Crystal was destroyed. That is the map over. Man, I was really hoping to see more. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm not going to lie. That is just unfortunate. We made solid progress. I think we could keep going. I think we could keep trying, maybe for a different day. I don't know if I want to jump back into this map today. Oh, maybe I do, though. No, the setup is a lot. The setup is a pain. I'm not going to lie. Those Ogre cleave damage... that could definitely be fixed in the future. Things could be a lot smoother. Things could be a lot better, but that was a solid first attempt. How have I not realized these blue goopy balls that sort of just do these weird little wavy animation? How have I not noticed this? Also, is this new? I've never... Was it just because I was in first person mode? I didn't realize you could get rid of your... Huh? This is amazing for I've never noticed this for screenshots, I guess, for thumbnails for the future. I didn't realize you could get rid of your weapons like that. So I knew that if you press H, you know, it turns on and off the HUD, but if you're zoomed in and you press H, you have 3 different toggles. You have weapons out. You have weapons out plus HUD, no weapons, no HUD, and then weapons out, no HUD. That's actually way more. That's so cool. How did I never realize that? Let's go ahead and pick up the XP bonus on some of our characters while we're kind of just sitting here chilling. So I haven't done that in a quick sec. I know our mage just got a level up last time. Wait, our mage just got a level up. He's level 90. Can I equip? Do I have any ultimate gear that I can equip on him? Wait, this could be... That is a massive, massive deal. My first ever ultimate gear on the mage. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is so cool. Without almost any level ups at all, the current weapon that I just equipped is significantly better than the previous one. That is actually insane. I haven't even dumped mana into this yet, which I'm going to go ahead and do here. But this is so much better. It's going to be wild. I did have a lot of AoE, so I actually lost a bit of AoE. Here, let's do a before and after. This is a pretty big upgrade, so let's go ahead and do a quick screenshot before I do all this. All right, there are our stats beforehand. As you can see, before I go ahead and equip this, let's go ahead and then equip this and then dump levels into it as well on pro mode. Let's make sure we actually cover our stats so you guys can't quite see. And we'll go ahead and do a quick comparison. Let's dump some into this, dump some into this. This is attack rate. We'll dump one more into DPS. I think we'll be having this piece of gear for quite a while. So we'll dump, is it 150 out of, let's see, 151 out of 274. I kind of just want to dump more into it. Like, I'm not going to be upgrading this for quite a while. Let's put it into AoE there. And then I almost want to put more, 201. That's going to be egregiously expensive. Let's just sit on that for the time being. I haven't checked my fishbowl here. Let's go ahead and pump into this. Why not? I'll even do a little bit of HP since these guys have been taking a fair bit of damage due to my greedy building. We'll kind of just toss it around back and forth over here. And I'll see you guys once I'm done with these upgrades, and we'll compare the official stats. All right, so as you can see, our stats below there were the previous stats, and here's our new stats. Our HP did go down about 80 points, but that's okay. Our damage went up around 150. Our AoE went up around 20, and then honestly, these upgrades aren't. I love just one piece of gear, but our upgrades aren't as crazy as I expected. The biggest one being that 150 damage increase. That is pretty significant. And without losing much in the progress, that's honestly just a strict upgrade. So it's nice to see that. I think this weapon does have a lot more DPS as well, but I don't really think about that as much. I definitely mostly just kind of focus on tower stats, but this thing's DPS is 200k or so. Not bad. Maybe I should have actually calculated that into it. All right, but I think that's going to be about it for this episode. I didn't expect to take the L so early on, unfortunately, during Arcane Library, but that's how the cookie crumbles. I do want to quickly, before you guys go, ask you a quick question, okay? I'm really curious. I'm really interested, and I'm open to suggestions. What do you guys think I should do next? I have plenty of goals, but I feel like I'm at another crossroads in Dungeon Defenders. I feel like you have a lot of these sort of crossroads to where you reach a point where I have a bunch of goals. I want to complete all these maps. I want to complete all these survivals, etc., but I don't really know the best course of action to get there. I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to do the things I want to do in Dungeon Defenders. So I think it requires a little bit of efficiency and a little bit of, it's a mixture of finding the efficient strat that lets you get to the things you want to do for fun. So if you guys were to recommend me one map, one massive upgrade, one big goal that I should go for to monstrously increase my stats, let me know. Let me know in the comments. You guys' comments, I read every single one of them. I take them, to heart. I really care about them, and I really appreciate the time you guys leave to teach me and coach me on Dungeon Defenders. And I'm sure that there are other new players watching or other players picking up the game, back up for the first time in 2024, back up for the first time in a decade or so, who really appreciate those comments and that feedback and that learning process. So thank you for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if you did not. Subscribe to the channel for Dungeon Defenders content every other day. I will see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and a huge shout out to everybody listed here who goes above and beyond, supports the Patreon, and allows me to focus more on Dungeon Defenders content. Thanks again. Have a great day.